Hey everyone, so today we're going to react to 10 places that will disappear in your lifetime, which is a scary thought, like, oh my gosh, what's going to be gone when I grow old? Ugh, I don't even want to imagine that, but this is from All Time Tens, and let's get into the video.
10 places that will disappear in your lifetime. 10. The Great Barrier Reef. With 1,600 species of fish, 130 types of sharks and rays, and more than 30 species of whales and dolphins, the Great Barrier Reef is one of the most complex ecosystems on the planet.
I would love to go there sometime.
Scientists predict that climate change is set to wreak irreversible damage by 2030 unless immediate action is taken to protect it. In the past 3 decades, half of its coral have disappeared due to a combination of warming ocean temperatures, coastal development, and agricultural runoff. Marine biologists fear that some species could be on their way to extinction if all of the coral dies, such as butterfly fish, whale sharks, and hawksbill sea turtles. It's not just animal and plant species that are at risk though. The popular diving and tourist destination contributes more than $3 billion annually to Australia's economy and provides over 60,000 people with jobs that rely on the reef's ongoing health. 9. Seychelles. It's a popular holiday spot for paradise seekers, but the islands of the Seychelles, located in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Madagascar, might soon be gone. Rising water levels as a result of global warming could make the 115 islands completely uninhabitable. If the ocean rose as little as 91 centimetres, this would render the 87,122 residents homeless. In 2010, Ronald Jumo, the Seychelles ambassador to the UN, stated that he doesn't know what the country should fear most: the death of corals, which will result in so much erosion that the islands will be literally swept away, or the steadily rising sea level, which will simply drown everything. The islands are heavily reliant on tourism, so if the beaches do disappear, it could make life very difficult for islanders. Locals are already noticing their beaches shrinking as the land continues to disappear beneath the approaching water. Some experts believe that in 50 to 100 years, the entire Seychelles archipelago could be completely submerged. 8. Great Wall of China. If you are planning a trip to see the Great Wall of China, we suggest you book your tickets now, as nearly a third of it has already disappeared. Natural erosion, damage from tourists, and people stealing bricks to build houses means that estimates of the wall's length now vary from 9,000 to 21,000 kilometres, depending on whether missing sections are included. The UNESCO World Heritage Site stretches for thousands of kilometres from Xinhaiguan on the east coast of the country to Jiugan on the edge of the Gobi Desert. Poor villagers who live near the Great Wall have reportedly stolen bricks in order to build settlements. The locals would knock thick grey bricks from a section of wall in their village to build homes, and slabs engraved with Chinese characters were sold for 30 yuan or $4. Under Chinese law, people who remove bricks from the Great Wall can be fined up to 5,000 yuan or just over $720. But this isn't enough to stop people taking them. Scientists predict that the northwestern Great Wall sections are likely to disappear within 20 years, and it's only a matter of time for the rest. 7. Kiribati. On the idyllic island nation of Kiribati, you can surf, birdwatch, and scuba dive. There's just one problem: the water is rising, and fast. For years, scientists have been predicting that much of Kiribati may become uninhabitable within decades due to an onslaught of environmental problems linked to climate change. Much of its 33 coral atolls and reef islands, which are scattered across an area about twice the size of Alaska, lie no higher than 1.8 meters above sea level. The latest climate models predict that the world's oceans could rise to 2 meters by 2100, so Kiribati's government has been drawing up plans to account for its demise.
I don't know why my eye keeps watering.
Nearly 6,000 acres of Fiji, an island nation more than 1,600 kilometers away, for nearly $7 million as a potential refuge, and urged its 110,000 residents to consider moving abroad. 6. Congo Basin. The world's second largest rainforest, spanning 6 countries and responsible for nearly half of the world's oxygen, is one of the most important and yet vulnerable wilderness areas on the planet. Teeming with gorillas, elephants, and buffalo across savannas, swamps, and forests, the basin is one of the most biodiverse areas on Earth. In the past few years, the 3.4 million square kilometre forest has been decreasing rapidly due to deforestation. mining, and the illegal wildlife trade. From 2002 to 2013, the Democratic Republic of Congo elephant population decreased dramatically from roughly 62,000 to 5,000 elephants. Environmentalists worry that a significant portion of the forest's plants and animals could disappear within the next 50 years, while the United Nations predicts that two-thirds of it may be completely gone by 2040. 5.
This is making me cry, I'm sorry.
Known for its clear waters, white sandy beaches and 5-star resorts, the Maldives is the ideal spot for honeymooners, but it's slowly sinking. The Maldives are made up of 26 coral atolls in a chain reaching down to cross the equator. Within those 26 atolls, there are roughly 1,200 islands, and of these, around 200 are inhabited and 100 are resorts. Back in 2009, the then president of the Maldives, President Mohammed Nasheed, held a press conference underwater to highlight the dangers faced by his country. Some of the coral islands are just 1.8 meters above sea level, putting them at threat from global warming, which, as previously mentioned, is going to cause the sea to rise 2 meters by 2100. With a population of 345,000, there would be a huge upheaval if the sea started taking over the land, and within less than 100 years, the stunning tropical paradise could be completely submerged. 4. Alaska. The Alaskan Tundra, which is a vast, flat, treeless region where the subsoil is permanently frozen, is one of the most distinctive features of America's northernmost state. However, climate change has led to the thawing of the region's permafrost, which not only damages infrastructure, but also dramatically alters the current ecosystem. Within 10 years, scientists predict that the tiny Alaskan village of Kivalina will be underwater, and its 400 inhabitants will become America's first climate change refugees. Kivalina's story is not unique though. Temperature records show that the Arctic region of Alaska is warming twice as fast as the rest of the United States. Retreating ice, slowly rising sea levels, and increased coastal erosion have left 3 Inuit settlements similar to Kivalina's facing imminent destruction, and at least 8 more at serious risk. New research suggests that within 100 years, Alaska's tundra will
I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm literally
3.
speechless.
San Francisco.
And tearing up
The looming threat of earthquakes is nothing new for Californians, but a new discovery in October 2016 in the heart of San Francisco has upped the risk of a historically disastrous quake. A team of geologists discovered that underneath the murky waters of the San Francisco Bay, a connection had occurred between 2 earthquake fault zones, the Rogers Creek and Hayward faults. When this connected fault next slips, it could produce a magnitude 7.4 earthquake, which would be California's 5th largest earthquake and very likely its most deadly. According to the University of California, research forecasts a 75% probability that an earthquake of this magnitude could occur in San Francisco by 2086. Such a quake would obliterate the city, taking with it thousands of lives and destroying hundreds of buildings. 2. Venice. You'd better get your gondola ride in soon, because the beautiful Italian city of Venice is slowly sinking and shows no sign of slowing down. With its intricate network of canals and waterways, several of Venice's ornate buildings have suffered subsidence and structural damage as a result of rising water levels. In 2008, the city was struck by catastrophic floods that left plenty of signs of damage. In the years that have followed, flooding in the city has become a regular occurrence, and the Venetians are very aware that the situation is deteriorating. Scientists also fear that floods are causing the city to tilt to the east and head out to the Adriatic Sea, and some even predict that by 2100 the city will be uninhabitable. 1. The Alps. By 2050, climate experts predict that the Alps glaciers will have completely disappeared. That's 50 years earlier than a July 2006 study predicted. Since the Alps sit at a lower altitude than other mountain ranges, their glaciers are especially prone to shrinkage from climate change. The mountain range loses around 3% of its alpine glacial ice each year, which corresponds to about 1 meter of ice thickness. Scientists have attempted to prevent the Alps from melting by covering them in special blankets. The Alps' oldest glacier, the Rhone Glacier in Switzerland, has been covered for the past 8 years, which reduces the ice melt by as much as 70%, but still much of the damage has already been done. The loss of the Alps glaciers would change the supply of drinking and irrigation water, lead to more falling rocks, and cripple the European ski industry. So there you have 10 places that will disappear in your lifetime, which...
I don't even know what to say. I'm about to cry. I don't know why. It's just really depressing, like how much of it will be gone in my lifetime. There's so much that we need to do as a world, not as just a country. We all need to be united as one and really think about what we're doing to the earth. A frog in my throat, it feels like, because I don't even know what to say, and I was like choking up a little because I just think it's crazy what we're doing to this planet, and just the things that won't be there in our lifetime and in our grandchildren's lifetime and our kids' lifetime. I guess what we can take away from this is to just remember to get involved politically, environmentally. As a really great quote that I love, be the change that you want to see in the world. And I think that really resonates with my generation. We want to do something to better the earth for generations to come, and in this state that we're in, it doesn't look like that's going to happen very well. So we just have to keep pushing and keep believing in what we believe and fight for what we believe in, because that's the only way change is going to happen. I'm sorry this got depressing. I didn't mean it to. I thought it was going to be like more shocking, I guess. It was just a really important video that I think I took a lot away from. And remember that change starts with you. So I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.